Discussions. You got Nash in the building.
Got Ash in the building.
And today we have the special guest, Keisha from Royalty Rentals. Welcome.
Hey ladies. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning. So we're going to jump straight into it.
Yep.
You know how we do. So, Royalty Rentals. First of all, I like the name. Make me feel like I'm like rich or whatever when I say it.
I'm
But-
getting royalty. Go
Yes.
ahead.
So I'm going to jump straight into it. So like, what made you start Royalty Rentals?
All right, Royalty Rentals first of all was I want to say it was like a joke kind of
Okay.
for like the past year,
Mhm.
but I always talked about it. Like, I'm tired of coming to these parties. We ain't never got no chairs. We ain't never got no
That's
tables.
true.
We ain't never got no coolers. We ain't got no
Mhm.
tents. We ain't got no sternums. We ain't got nothing. We gathering up all this stuff the day of the party. We figuring out what we need, what we don't need, what we need more of. So it just turned into me being invited everywhere or helping throw parties everywhere. And just realizing, like, if we do this every year, 9 times out of 10 we doing it every year for somebody different or for the same people.
Exactly.
Why not have somebody who have all the stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So that way when we do it, it's more convenient for everybody, including me, because y'all know my family.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a family event. It's always a family function. My girlfriends, I got a lot of friends, and that's why people be like, you always out. No, I'm just always invited to the places you see me at. I'm not just showing up. I'm just being invited. So I figured, why not just rent out some stuff? And it started off with just tables and chairs. That's why I'm literally just locked in right now with tables and chairs, because my life is so busy. I'm just like, I don't even be having time to research and do the stuff that I say I'm gonna do outside of the tables and chairs, because I'm always busy just dealing with that. So it started out like that, and it was more so like the summertime thoughts, like just in the summer, tents and tables and chairs and coolers, and I got the stuff.
Yeah.
But now it's going into the fall, so I gotta expand the product and see what else I'm gonna get my hands in. And I don't like decorating. People always ask me that, like, what about the decorations? That's not my thing. Yes, you probably saw me help decorate a few events. You probably saw me moving around, cleaning up while the events is going on when they ended. I enjoy doing it. I like that. And even with Royalty Rentals, just renting out tables and chairs, it's just something enjoyable about being able to make sure that people got their stuff they need for an event. So the cleanup is more my thing. Not the setup. I don't like the setup. I got friends that do decorating, and I see the amount of effort and energy it takes. It is a lot. Even if you just want to do a basic setup, it's a lot. A table is a lot. Like, so imagine like a hall or a all out. I got friends who do that though. So I just looked at it like, as long as I know them, and then they got me, then it goes hand in hand.
Absolutely.
So
It definitely do.
people always just be like, what about the decorations? Not me.
I got somebody for
I
you.
treat
though.
her-
Lane. See, that's what I like. I don't like. I like the fact that you know where your need is, right? Most people are like, oh, I could do the decorating, I could do. No. This is strictly what I do, and I'm gonna stick it. But I do got somebody. Please,
I got somebody for you, and I can help you with what I do. And if I can't help you with what I do, then I refer you to people who do what I do, because I know a lot of people who do what I do too.
And that's how that go to channel from, like, it goes down the lane. That's that's how people pick up their business. People get in the thing of, oh, I can do this and that, and then your work is trash because you know that's not what you normally do at the end of the day.
No,
And
I ain't delivering no trash.
But you know what? The fact that you said the cleanup thing, a lot of people don't like cleaning up after parties. Have you thought about like making that incorporated into that?
That's the new fall thing that's coming.
Yeah,
I ain't melted yet.
right there.
Well, y'all heard it here first on Unfiltered
Y'all did hear
Discussions.
it here first.
Yeah, nobody wants to clean up
So
after
yes,
the party,
Royalty
so
Rentals
you
want to
know.
offer cleaning services
Yes.
at the end of the parties. If
That's
you
dope.
want to rent out the stuff, and then you can add that as an addition. We come there, we collect the stuff, we clean up your event. I've been to events where I've seen people come in and clean up.
Yeah, me too.
So
Yeah.
it's not often you see that, and it's not too many event planners or companies that you know do that. We all know cleaning businesses now.
Yes.
But how many cleaning businesses do you actually know that clean up events? Nobody. Everybody has their contracts with commercial, residential, yes.
Office, all that kind of
Office,
stuff.
yes.
But
the
that's a
event
good thing.
Yeah.
because when we do events, I'm cleaning up. Like, everybody knows that. Before the event is even over, I look at the time and I be like, I be drunk and everything. I be drunk and everything. I think that's when I'm most motivated to do it, when I'm drunk and everything. So my mom like that though. My mom like that. If it's something going on, she gonna clean the entire time. And I do this whether it's my friends or my family or me, they be like, stop, like, but how can I stop when I'm looking at this table full of junk?
Yeah, she said.
It's
So
just
somebody got an empty can. Let me grab it real
sit
quick.
on the stuff on this nice looking table and leave it there.
Mhm.
Trash can right there. Trash can right there. And
or they open up 50 sodas. And
how I got to want to do that too. So I like that part. I enjoy that.
I love it. I love it.
So how was it during the pandemic? Doing these rentals. How was that?
I just started this August the 1st.
August.
So all right, during the pandemic, I think I want to say April. April was when I got the LLC. The name was already in my. I never exposed none of this to nobody. That's just how I am. I just feel like your blessings will come when they ready. They come.
Absolutely.
You don't gotta announce them prematurely. If that's your plan, you, God, and the business is going to flourish together. Absolutely. You don't gotta tell everybody what I'm about to do, what I'm going to do this date, that date, because then people start looking like, well, what happened to that? And what happened to this? But what's going on with that? And I'm really a firm believer in just be patient. Be patient. I know sometimes it's some things you can't hold in because you just gotta tell somebody. We all got our somebody we tell everything, but I don't tell nobody everything. That's just fakes. I talk to my sisters every day, and they didn't know that all of this was in motion. They knew I wanted to do it. They knew about it. They never knew the name. They never knew that I was getting the LLC. This was stuff I was looking into doing, and I don't like to announce things prematurely. So the LLC happened in like April. It had came back. When it came back and everything was good, I was like, all right, I was starting to get involved in it, and then other stuff was just going on. Then as you know, my dad passed in July, so soon as that happened, I was like, August the 1st is going to be my date. That's going to be my official date when I announce everything. So August the 1st, I announced it, and I've been busy ever since. I don't think I had one weekend that I didn't deal with work since August 1st. Or even weekdays, because apparently this pandemic, people have parties on Tuesday.
I'm getting
they were still partying.
It's so crazy that even if I got other stuff going on, it's like, well, can you bring this stuff on this day? And I do that. I bring you the stuff the day before, 2 days before, or
that's what's up. That's your flex.
The morning of stuff like that. I want you to have your stuff. That's the whole purpose of royalty rentals, is to make sure that you're good at your party, and you don't got to be worried about tables and chairs and most of the time people hit me up last minute, even though I advise them not to, they still do. Or whatever. I ain't complaining because this is what the business was for.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it's inevitable. Can't.
Because people will cancel out on you at the last minute, so I'm available. You know what I mean?
Tables and chairs is needed. Like that's even if you wait to the date of the find 10 chairs, you know you need them.
Absolutely, I agree. That's
and it's also the most procrastinated item at an event. But you never knew it. It really is.
No, people assume it'll be tables and chairs there. Every event I ever been to is never enough chairs.
You sitting around looking crazy. Or some people say, bring your own chair.
Yes, they will, because they know it's no chair.
They will say that.
And that's just real talk. So, I know you incorporating different things in royalty rentals. Do you have like package deals? Like, how does it go?
This is all in motion too. Like, I be sitting down and I just be brainstorming. I write a lot of stuff down. I'm like, all right, we gonna do. I would like to do packages. I'm going to do packages where it's just one set price. So you ain't gotta calculate nothing. It's gonna be a deal involved. So don't worry about it. But it's because sometimes I feel like not that no job is too small or big. It don't really matter whether you rent 10 chairs or 40, but I just feel like to be safe for everybody, just choose this package, and then you don't got to worry about if 10 chairs gonna be enough, or if 14 chairs gonna be enough. You choose one package, and you know it's gonna be enough, and you pay one set price. And that's just it. And you don't got to sit there and calculate this and that and that and that, because that's what really happens. So people overestimate what they need. And then when the price, and not saying the price is not bad, it's not, I never released like a price list or nothing, because it's more so, I think my business is more so like a who you know kind of thing. Most people that come to me, they know somebody that know me. It's not like a lot of, everybody gets the same price. Everybody gets the same price. I'm saying like to be more personable. Like, like when you text me, it's not like I feel like sometimes when people voice their prices and then you see the price list and then you talk to the person, it's always something extra.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but the delivery is this much.
Absolutely.
And now you want this, so this is this much. And it just makes people say, well,
never mind.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's like they get discouraged or something.
So I break it down for you.
Yeah,
I
that's why I was asking about the package deal. That way it's all outlined. This is that, and you choose A,
yes,
B, C.
and that has to happen.
You're going to word it, but because that way I don't have to go do that part. You just call me up and say, I need this date. Is this date available? Can I have package A? That's
yes.
it.
So
that's it.
Yes.
So do you have a minimum of how many chairs people need to order in order to be able to place their order?
Never. Nope.
Okay.
Because I know how it is. If you have a party at your house, you don't need that many chairs.
Mm-hmm.
You got a couch.
Yeah.
You might have other chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Never. So most people always get too many chairs anyway.
Okay, gotcha.
Because they are already under the assumption that they want everybody in the house to have a seat, but everybody don't always sit there.
Yeah.
So most people overestimate it, and sometimes I make suggestions. I'll be like, how many people you gonna have, or where's it gonna be at?
You know what I thought about?
Depending on that kind of stuff.
You know, a lot of people don't be having like speakers.
My sister. So my sister, which I haven't told anyone either yet. Me and my sister is really. My sister is part of Rosie Rhythm.
I was about to ask you, are you solo?
Shauna got her own thing going on, but Isha, I'm really solo, but Isha is also involved in Rosie Rhythm.
Well, shout out to Isha.
Isha will have all these other additional items as well to go along with the stuff that I do. But it's about to be fall. I'm really focused on the cleaning side of things. I'm just saying. I'm really into that. So I'm going to really be involved with that more, which is going to be more of my time, and less of me going to events and being at events. Because
y'all hear it, right?
I be at these events. And I be doing this, I do jobs, and then I still go out and stuff and make it to where I'm going. And I know I pay attention to the time. I got to go back somewhere and pick up something. Or most of the time, I don't really, depending on where it is, I don't really have to do the pickup the same day. But I like to discuss that with people ahead of time, so we all on the same page with that. And it benefits everybody, because if the event at your house is going until it stops. And I don't like coming in taking those cheers from nobody while they, you know what I mean? Right. You drunk, you chilling, alright, just chill, because I'm somewhere anyway. But if it's somewhere where you gotta leave, then I'm coming to get the stuff. I'm coming to get the stuff.
You're not locking my things up.
I'm coming to get the stuff. So yeah, the speakers and that kind of stuff, even some of like the party supplies, like you see how they got the pedestals and all that kind of stuff that people could just add as an addition to make something look prettier, which is like really convenient, because none of that stuff, from what I know from friends who rent it out already, it's not expensive to rent. It's something quick, like, or I got extra couple dollars, or it might be your party at your house and you just don't want it to look like it ain't really decorated. Let me add this on there. Let me throw that on there. So that's the part my sister gonna be involved in most. She's gonna be dealing with that. I'm really into the cleaning and the tables and chairs thing. So I like things for me the way they are. But it's always something needed. So
I agree.
Even that little ring light thing, that is cute. I love that. Everywhere I go and I see one of those, I love those. I really love them. They good.
And some people might need them too.
They might need them
especially at the party, especially at the dance. Everybody want to take a clip. You know what I mean? So yes, very much needed. But I like that you know your lane, right? Most people get into things and don't really know their lane. And you say here, like, no, I don't really like to clean, I really like to do this, but my partner takes care of other ends of things. Not to say I'm not going to fulfill your needs on this side, but this is really where I thrive at. So to know that's a good thing, because you could get into business, and of course there's a million ideas out there, and you be looking around like, dang, I could do this. But then we put too much on, you're not producing a good product, right?
Not want to overextend myself or
and
my services.
You don't have to. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to do it. But I know a lot of people who is in the party business, like everything. The 360 cameras, the marquee numbers, all of that stuff. I know people do that. And I do want to get involved. I want the marquee numbers, because I feel like that's another thing that is booming right now. The 360 camera booming right now.
I've been seeing that.
Even those big speakers, like you said.
Yeah. For sure.
There's a lot of little stuff that you can just add that don't require too much
Yeah,
work.
and people need them.
Yes,
like
they
I
need
said,
them.
everybody think about when I'm a decorator, what's the theme? Or what's the what I mean, invite the people, what's the food? They learn about stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then when you get to the thing like, damn, I ain't got a speaker, I ain't got a goddamn ring right,
I ain't got this, I ain't got that.
The speaker be
I don't have a thing to store the juices in, the waters. I ain't got nothing going on.
It's crazy because my basement, I got so much stuff just from throwing stuff and buying stuff, throwing stuff and buying stuff. It's just crazy. Even down to this stuff is all supposed to be included in royalty rentals.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Royalty rentals is
so the tablecloths and all that kind of stuff. Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be perfect, especially when you get your packages together and a place can just click. That's dope.
And these are so popular right now.
Yeah.
I love them. They are cute and they make
adorable.
the tables
You just
so
watch.
nice.
People always gonna rent the stuff out because a lot of people don't like to store these type of items in their home. They don't feel like none of that. They
and
just
if
want
you
to go.
a once a year party or like some people where they only throw stuff here and there, then you definitely don't want to buy too much of anything. You don't really want to buy it because you figure you're gonna have it, but if you don't think you will ever use it, you don't want to buy it.
Absolutely.
And the good thing is the fact that I'm gonna go back to the lane piece. The fact that you want to give people good quality service when you know what you're doing and what your expertise is, that's when you're able to give people good quality service.
I clean my
Because a lot of
products.
people,
I wipe my stuff down.
Yeah.
I make sure when you get it, it's presentable.
absolutely.
Not dragging it from one event to another, which in some cases I've had to do that, but I make sure I clean it between.
Good.
So
That's
that
a
way
good thing.
the product is the way it should be. And I don't expect it back the same way. It'll just be beyond me to even think that you about to wipe these tables down. It's definitely unrealistic.
So is it a disclaimer, like, because the fact that you say you don't expect it the same way, but you have some people that some items may come back destroyed. Like, how does that work?
I had my first experience with the destroyed item. Somebody burnt a hole in my table with a hookah.
Oh, they will do that.
I ain't gonna talk about that.
Deep little hole. It's kind of deep. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a table. You can cover it up. You probably will cover it up. However, that is one of the main disclaimers that I have now going on. The hookah.
Yes.
Adult parties, if you are smoking hookah, I would advise you to probably use your own table if you have one. You should just use your own table, or just don't put hookahs on my table. I had to announce that on my business page, like because the person who had this happen said they was gonna pay for the table, and I told them if you pay for the table, I'll give you this table. You have the burnt table, and I'll go buy a new table with that money. They never paid me, but in the event, I still have the burnt hookah table, and I tell people now, don't smoke hookah on the table.
Well, guess what? And if you do smoke hookah, you would get the burnt table. That's what I'll be giving out at the parties. That burnt table. This is strictly a hookah table.
Yeah.
And I would use it strictly.
I still have the burnt hookah table. Yeah. And then people cover the tables up anyway, so it's not like I'm giving you a table and it's gonna make your event look ugly. It got like it's like a circle like that big, and it's. You can tell So that's the only issue I have right now. I try to show people how to break the tables down and set them up so that way they don't break the table trying to close it up or whatever. And again, if you want me to do the breakdown and all that fun stuff, just leave it there.
The fun stuff.
That part.
Leave it there when I get there as an addition to your event.
Yeah. You heard that, an addition price.
As an addition to your event.
Yeah, and we'll be seeing it once it's on it. Everything's written
Yes,
up.
it's coming. It's coming.
That's extremely important. That way, it's no discrepancies here. Like, you know what it is, you chose that, and that's what comes with it.
Because honestly, I haven't had any issues with anyone since I've started this. And like I said, I've been busy every weekend since August the 1st.
That's a blessing.
Yo, it was so overwhelming in the beginning. I was like, Ari, hold up. Like, I got to figure out how many events I can do in a day, but I wake up really early on Saturdays and Sundays. Okay. Even after all night. I still wake up.
Well, you're a business woman.
And make sure you get your stuff. And people always be like, how long do I get to keep this stuff for? People have a lot of questions, but to me, it's not, I don't have too many restrictions, so you don't never have to worry about little stuff like that. It's not a big deal to me. The whole purpose of me doing this is so that it's convenient for you, too. I don't want to inconvenience you by supporting my business. So if it's not doable, I'm going to tell you that I can't do it. Like the weekend of Made in America. That was a wild weekend.
What was it? Was it September the first week or something?
Yes, it was. It was a very busy weekend for me, and I decided that Royce Reynolds was closed that weekend.
Wait, I think that it was like the 5th to the 6th.
Oh,
You know, it was a 2-day event.
Yeah.
And it started pretty early, so I was like, all right, listen now.
Yeah.
But what happened was a friend of mine, and I'm going to get her to watch this, a friend of mine who gave me the wrong date of her event texts me on the night before Made in America, the first show, and says, don't forget me when they see me say I'm closed on a certain date.
Oh.
So I said, well, what's happening that day? My event. What?
Oh, wow.
Text my phone right now. I'm in the Texas. Labor Day is my event. But somehow, some way, you're telling me your event is on Saturday.
Oh, dang.
Hold up. That's not where it happened. And now, I gotta fulfill the event because it's not even your event, it's your mom's event. And I would hate to tell your mom I cannot give her her stuff because her daughter gave me the wrong date.
Absolutely.
I said I could kill you. That's what I told her. But in any event, I still did it. I made sure I went to South Philly. And that morning, dropped that stuff off. I didn't get it back until Labor Day, the day the event was supposed to happen.
Okay.
Because I was busy going to Made in America for 2 days. And that Made in America will wear you out. I would never do that again.
I don't like them kind of events.
I don't
It's
like
too
it.
much.
It was too much. But yeah. So that Saturday and that Sunday I was busy and I was closed and I had no events booked, and then I ended up doing that event that my friend gave me the wrong date to.
Well, I gotta give you credit for your flexibility and your understanding, and really meeting people in a humanistic approach, because there's some people would be just like, oh well, that's the wrong date, like I ain't doing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or like you said, I'm trying to make sure y'all good. I don't want to inconvenience anybody. So nothing's too big, nothing too small, and I'm gonna show up even if I really can't. I mean, I tell you if it's really pushing it. But
I've
for the most part,
definitely bend a little.
Yeah.
I can bend a little because I understand how it is.
It sounds like bend a lot.
I do,
Yeah.
and I do, and I even to a point sometimes I'll be saying no, and then I end up saying yeah. People will be like, well, what about bringing it on this day, and what about coming on that time? Or how about this? I'm like, okay, you know what? I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
That's popular demand for those events, because a lot of the times people will do that by mistake. I'm like, dang.
Some
oh
people
my God.
won't even take business if it's not set up at least a week.
Oh yeah, I know. So the benefit of that, I think, for me, if I was you, would be a fee. I'm not gonna lie, because this is a last minute thing. I understand things happen, but then I have to move around stuff in my schedule too to accommodate your needs. So it would be like a $50 or $75 add-on fee. I'm not gonna lie.
So yes, I've been telling people. I announce that all the time. I always tell people, try to book me in advance. Try to book me in advance. Try to book me in advance. And like I said, this is one of those things where nobody books it in advance. I'm realizing this as I'm getting.
A lot of people is the spirit of the moment. So
a lot of people is the spirit of the moment.
But I would
Spirit of the moment
I would have
package.
to put that there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, spirit of the moment package.
That
you know
Yeah.
what?
And you gotta get some structure. At the end of the day, I love that you're flexible, but forget all that. Like, I'm a human being too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I had to tell somebody else who held me up about picking up some stuff that I don't operate like this. I had to literally tell them that I don't operate like this because I got an event to be to. I had an event in Jersey to be to that day. I had a wedding to be to that I did not make that day.
Oh wow.
I did not make the wedding and I feel shitty about it, but I didn't make it because the time went by so fast and the person, somebody had me waiting on them basically, and we went back and forth about it and everything. Cause somebody I knew for a while. We went back and forth about it in the text messages during the time that I was still waiting for them. It went from 10 in the morning to near 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There's no way that we were communicating this long and it's still not home.
Yeah.
And this was a last minute event also, so treat me with the same kind of courtesy and accommodation that I'm going to treat you with. You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, the money is the money at the end of the day, but you pay the price that everybody else pays.
But
You
it's
just pay the
principle
extra,
at this point.
and it is principle. So on the day that I have another event, which I explained to you, and you told me you had to make a move real quick, and it was basically like the move you had to make was more important than the one you had to do with me. I was understanding. Okay, cool. Text me as soon as you're on your way home so I can meet you there. That turned into 2 and 3 hours. You're on the phone telling me something about your mom actually go to the store.
Like what? No.
How about now
Okay.
you won't get booked no damn more?
How about that?
Yeah, that was like
The flag
that was
list.
probably out of all the events, that was the only real issue that I had. That was the only real issue that I
But
had.
you know, that comes with experience and
Yeah,
certain
it's trial
things
and
that.
error right now.
Yeah, for sure, because people will.
And I had to express that to that person. Like, I don't operate like this because I'm not going to sit here and just wait, and then act like when I come here, I'm all happy.
I'm not happy.
I'm not happy at all. I'm very pissed off.
Yeah.
And I said that. I was like, look, like, and then I had to go from South Philly to Derby to Jersey. I end up going to Jersey, but the Jersey event, I end up setting up. So I set that event up. It wasn't a lot, but they had a tent, tables, and chairs, and the girl wasn't there, but other people was there. It was like an outdoor party or whatever. I set it up. But by the time I got done doing all that, and the only reason why I still waited for the other event, for the other person is because I figured I waited this long. There's no point in me. Not now. I might as well just get the stuff if you on your way home now. But I did the pickup and the drop off and the setup, and then by the time I got done, it was just like I ain't going to nobody wedding late. I'm not going to your wedding while you walking down the aisle.
That's messed up.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
So I ain't go. I hope they understand.
know. Yeah, well, they don't understand now why she couldn't make it.
And that's the only issue I ever had. Like every weekend I'm booked, I got it all planned out. It's already planned out and figured out. Everybody know when they getting their stuff. Everybody know about pickup. The week of is when I do the most communication because if you book me more than 2 weeks in advance, I ain't gonna text you to death.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna change because once I lock somebody in, that's what I'm doing that day. There's nothing changing because of my personal life. Unless it's like an absolute emergency, I'm not one of those. I'm not gonna sell you a dream and then on the weekend, yeah, man. Well, look, I ain't gonna be able to.
hate that.
I ain't doing that. I hate that. I absolutely hate that.
And that's why I know that you have deposits and people have to honor deposits because if you don't show through, you got to pay me my deposit. And nothing would be booked if my deposit is not paid. And people got to respect that because, like you said, people sit there and I can't too.
But you know,
well, at least I'm accommodated for something.
But the sad part is people act like they're entitled. I don't understand. Like you act like you're entitled to something. Like you're not.
Well, let's talk about. All right, I want to talk about that too, the entitlement.
Yes.
Because let's talk about how. Yes, this is a business.
Absolutely.
But yes, you are receiving a product. So let's stop thinking that because you're supporting me, as people would call it. If people call it support when it's a small business, but when it's a corporate business and you need something from them, it's a purchase. So let's just say, stop saying or stop feeling entitled because you feel like you're supporting this black business. Yes, you are supporting me. I work 9 to 5. I support those people there too, and they pay me to support them. So at the end of the day, I do a job, I get paid for it. Same thing with Royalty Records. I do a job, I get paid for it.
Absolutely.
I don't know any way to look at it other than that because you're receiving a product from it. And I ain't cocky. I ain't that kind of person. I ain't in the text message talking about, well, the money don't really matter. Because I hear all kinds of
people like
I don't do it for the money, so you can have your money back. I hear all kinds of rude, nasty stuff like that, especially when the person is trying to bend you after they done promised you when you get your hair done or when you can come or what time. Soon as they want to change things and you're not okay with it, it's, oh, well, what you want your money back?
Absolutely.
It's the nasty demeanor for me. But let's not forget, you're providing a product and I'm purchasing it. So what is the entitlement about? Nobody's entitled at this point. We're doing a business transaction.
Exchange.
I'm no more entitled to change your date or time than you are to say I'm canceling without ever even contacting me or never giving me a deposit, for instance. You gotta give up the deposit. And without the deposit, it's just conversation.
Oh, all day long.
Especially when you're on time for that purchase. Whatever you getting your hair done or not. And I find a lot of people they're on time for the hair to get their hair done, and you have these hairstylists is like
they don't get booked the fee.
They're not punctual.
I don't get anything
from
for
my
you.
hairstylist.
I don't get anything in addition to you inconveniencing me.
Yeah, I don't appreciate.
So I don't know why it's such a big thing for you to feel like 15 minutes. 15 minutes makes no difference when you still pressing somebody's hair.
When I walk in the door.
When you know you want to look at me for the next 30 minutes just to say, oh, I was on time, but I was here and you
I was
still
expected to
doing
be in the
here.
chair when I
And
walked
I'm
in.
coming on time, no doubt, because I need my hair done, obviously. I
And
got
other
somewhere to
stuff.
go.
Sometimes
Yeah, I
I
got
book
things to do.
beauty stuff in the same
Yeah,
day.
excuse
But
me.
I think the
Yeah.
hair industry right now is the most annoying when it
Yes.
comes to that stuff. Only because y'all don't really, and like, we are human, like you said.
Mhm.
Y'all don't really have that exact time frame that gotta happen. So I don't know why it's such a restriction on if you're late.
Because
I
they
don't
want
get
the
that.
money.
You
It's
want the
about the
money and
money.
the cancellation though. You want to still make money,
Absolutely.
benefit from me
Mhm.
canceling or not
Yeah.
showing up.
Yeah.
And that's the
Absolutely.
part I don't like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't have business skills.
And not
It's-
everybody
they don't
either,
have
because the
business
person who
etiquette.
did
They
this
don't know.
vibe yesterday doesn't
Yeah, I
even
love the
require
color.
a deposit or anything.
Yeah, that color is
And
cute.
she's
I
been
like
in,
it.
and thank you. And she's been doing hair forever. I've known her for over at least 10 years now.
Yeah.
To be doing, she did plenty of weaves in my hair,
Mhm.
and she has a booking site and all that, and she don't even require a deposit, and that's really rare right now in this day and time. Her booking site don't ask you to pay a dime. You don't pay until you go there.
See,
So
that's decent.
it's some people out here that's just not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They ain't out here to be doing all that.
It's
They just want to do
excessive.
your hair. They gonna make sure you get your hair done.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you there 9 o'clock.
They ain't gonna be real
And-
nasty about it.
Yeah, that's real business people.
Yeah.
And don't ask me to bring nothing.
Don't
Don't ask me to bring nothing.
Is the hair included?
Don't ask me to bring no cap, no glue.
None of
Don't ask
that.
me to bring that stuff.
I'm paying you good money to have the product already, the stuff there. But what about people that want you to? Why can't I use my own hair? Like
That
why?
This generation is new. with
And
that.
I'm a licensed stylist, but I'm just saying I don't think that's right. If somebody want to be cheap with their hair, let them be cheap. Why? Because you feel like the quality of your work is going to
And
decline.
the ones I just had a discussion about the stylist that when you do bring hair or when you do want your hair a certain way, it's the side remarks for me. Like, if we want to talk about my hairdo or whatever, we can do that before I get here. But when we're there and there's other people here, don't say, well, why did you buy this? Or what made you get that?
Wow.
Or I don't think you should use this. Or I don't
Yeah.
like get the quality of your hair. You don't get closures. You don't get frontals.
Oh,
you don't
wow.
get girl.
That's why
like,
it should be a
So that's like
consultation.
confidence.
The goal is to
Yeah.
make sure everybody feels
Yeah.
pretty and
Yeah,
the
that's not
hairdo.
cool.
That's not cool.
If I want to get my hair
Never
done, and
experienced
I
that.
just now experienced this when I got my hair done
Yeah.
last time.
Mhm.
I seen somebody doing this to somebody that was in the chair, and I ain't
Yeah,
like
maybe
it.
they can't afford that stuff you're asking them
Maybe
to
they
go
just
buy.
don't like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Like she,
everybody
like she
has
was
a
telling me.
preference at the end of the day.
Maybe
Like,
she just don't like
And
it.
everybody
Yeah,
don't
that's
do
just- yeah.
frontals
But if
and
I know
closures.
that you do what I want good,
Yeah.
then that's all you need to do. Just do
Yeah.
it good.
Yeah,
like
that's it.
that's
Some
why I'm
people
getting to do it.
Yeah.
Some people got allergies to the glue and things of
And
that
some
nature.
people
Like
don't
they
like when that
can't.
stuff is lifting up, like the girl was saying. She's like, well, I don't know how to maintain it because I had it
Mhm.
before and it started lifting in the front.
So I'm gonna stay in my lane.
And that's
your
important.
lane.
I'm gonna have my leave out. My actual
Exactly.
leave
Whether
out.
it's nappy or not, this is works for
But
me.
that's where it should be a consultation. Like, Dag, I know I do have hair here, but like, what do you prefer? Like, and meet the person where they're at. Like, that's all it is.
But I booked you for a specific hairstyle, so I know you can fulfill the booking before I wouldn't have booked you for.
Exactly.
Don't talk me into something else or try to talk me into
Or I
something
only
else.
work with HD lace. I don't use no other this. I don't use that. Now, you know, certain stuff. Some
I
people.
hear that a lot. I hear that a lot.
I mean, really, some people might come with something that I've seen it as a stuff come with something crazy, and you be like, wait, all right, I know you wanted this, but I'm sorry, but this is like really like you could go a little bit above that,
Right.
but to really do that to somebody is not fair.
And most people that do your hair, and you get in a style that maybe you don't know too much about, or they usually give you all the answers
Yeah.
through text message before the appointment, so you can purchase the hair and make sure you got the right stuff. But not at the appointment. Not when I'm getting my hair done. Don't question me to death about why I'm doing this.
And I'm grown.
I want my hair to look nice.
I'm
Just make
grown.
my
I'm
hair
paying
look
for service, and that's just what it is.
But we can talk for years about the hair.
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely.
Mhm.
So
Absolutely.
for royalty rentals, like really, where do you see it going?
So I see royalty rentals. I see it like right now. I didn't even see it to be here like this fast, but I could just imagine maybe 6 months from now it being even expanding a lot. So I'm definitely gonna need a crew.
I was about to
Working
ask you,
on
that sounds like you need a crew.
My crew is gonna be my family already. We just gonna be one big royal family. We already discussed it. So you know I got a lot of family.
Yes.
But definitely I gotta expand it as far as the help, because I'm only one person at the end of the day, and I do work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, which even sometimes I'm dealing with royalty rentals when I get off of work, which is fine as long as I can make a way around whatever I gotta do. Then that's cool. But yeah, I see it expanding, and I'm excited for to see how it's gonna go for the fall and the winter months, like because the summer is a whole nother thing. But yeah, summer is just, come on, everybody's always having an event in the summer. That's like easy, but I want to see like where the cleaning side of things gonna go. My mom want to be involved with that. Surprisingly, I don't know if we can have a business relationship.
Yes, Miss Essie can do it. Yeah, I know she can. You already said that's where you get your cleaning part from, so that's where she could come in at the end.
That's how I see it going. Don't hold me on the payroll yet. Because we ain't getting there yet. So we're going to have to hold off on all the staff members.
Yes, believe in the dream. Nobody's going to get bigger.
Gradually, my dream should expand a lot more. And
it will.
Maybe one day this 9 to 5 could be minimized a lot more. But right now, I need my 9 to 5.
Oh,
to sponsor my dream. So I'm gonna keep going to work, and yeah, my family, they want to be involved.
Yeah, and then you got a lot of teenage cousins.
Yeah,
that can
do
their first job. Absolutely.
That support. That's a good thing. You got that support.
Even if it's like here and there, the cleaning side more so. I want a crew for that. Like I want a family crew for that. The setup and the tables and chairs, that's easy. Maybe sporadically, whoever is available, or if I'm not, that sort of thing. But definitely the clean business guy.
I love that. So do you have a truck?
Not yet.
Oh, see, I gotta be saying where you
Not yet.
Look, maybe she'll have an event space.
Not yet. But an event space would be nice. That would make a lot of sense. Maybe later on down the line. I don't really think about it too much because it never really was a thought to me until now that it's so popular and it's definitely a money maker. I'm not going to just shoot it out there and say I want one, because I ain't never want one. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't never want one. I was just more into this part of things. So I'm just taking it step by step, getting more into everything and see what I love, what I don't like, what I'd rather not deal with, that sort of thing. So yeah, definitely in the truck. That's been already a big talk for me and some of my close friends and stuff like that. Because it's going to be needed. It has to be needed.
For sure.
It has to be needed.
Put all that damn
transport all that
stuff. Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, it is. So I got a cousin who do the same thing. I got a girlfriend who do the same thing. So most people who I can't fulfill, I send them to them. I always do that. That's the first thing I do.
I like that.
I'm like, I got somebody for you because I hate to say no. Like, I just hate saying no. When I gotta say no, it just be like, oh, yeah. And then some people be like, people let me know if anything changed. And then I might reach back out to them like, all right, tell me exactly what time it is, how much of everything you need. Can I bring it this day? Can I do it that day? Let's try to work something out. So I always try to work something out with somebody. Because you don't have to support me. Most of the people I've been servicing, I don't even know. I don't even know at all. It's just people that I know because, like I said, people always have something. People that I know just been referring me, and this is people that I probably don't even talk to. They don't even have my personal number. They just writing me through Instagram or sending a person my page or just anything. And I'm just like, I always have to ask because after the conversation, I'm like, did somebody refer you? Can you tell me who? And that sort of stuff. I want to say thank you, of course. So like the person in Jersey, that girl, I'm like stuck with her. She always reaching out. Like she live in Camden. She live right over the bridge, so it's not an inconvenience of any sort. But she's a nice person, and I don't really know what she was supportive. I just did a gender reveal down at FDR Park this past weekend, and I didn't know them. People give me tips. People overpay me. I tell them not to. They still do it. The people that I know, especially. But it's been booming. I've been busy.
Well, I'm happy for you. And the fact that you say that you have clients that you don't know, right? That speaks volumes of your character, right? Because for somebody to want to tell somebody, oh, because like you said, there's a million people doing the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for someone to say, you know what, no, go to Keisha and work to Rentals, like she got her thing going on. That tells you exactly that you're doing something right. Right? Because I can see people that got nice stuff. That doesn't mean I'm going to support you if I don't like your attitude. And the action that I had with you was mess. I'm good off you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what's up. That's what I mean when I say that your flexibility. Oh, Dag, I don't want to turn nobody away. That stuff go a long way outside of the money.
That part right there, you can't get that because a lot of people don't have that business etiquette. They don't have it. So that right there, people want somebody that's friendly and meeting them where they at and allowing them to be like you're flexible at the end of the day. So people love that. So
no, that's true. It's been like I said, it's been overwhelmingly supportive. I was like, wait, hold on, like what just happened? And it's been every weekend since August at first, no exaggeration. And sometimes on weekdays.
Yeah.
I did back to school events when all of that was happening. I did house parties already. I think I did like 2 or 3 of those. Cookouts. It's October is coming and people is already trying to book me for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Thanksgiving. So I did.
Well, you got Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. You got all the holidays coming along. So
Easter, everything
is it's gonna flourish. It's gonna go.
Everything is happening.
And not to mention funerals and weddings. You know, stuff like that is always going to happen. Birthdays,
that is so true. Funerals too. My dad passed, and then I had a cousin that passed right after that. I set up everything for the repasses outside yard, and it's just convenient. It's very convenient. And it's good for everybody, and it looks better too. Yeah, it looks better when you got tables and chairs and you're not scrounging around for stuff.
I don't like that. I want to sit down and eat my food in peace.
Right.
Not standing in the corner by the thing eating.
And the support has been overwhelming. Like,
I love it.
The support is crazy because so many people reposted me. So many people used me. Some people never even got a chance to use me. They just had other people using me. And then people asked me about other stuff. And then that's how my friends end up getting used, and then it just goes. It's like you just pay for it, and just keep going and keep going. And I love it too.
You're not afraid. You're not afraid. It's crazy because you're not afraid to give other people business when you can't. Because a lot of people think because you're doing the same thing that they gonna steal my clientele. You're able to be like, listen, I got this person over here. They doing X, Y, and Z. Go ahead and use them.
And you're right about the character thing, because even the people that I know who do it, they've been reaching out to me to help them do jobs.
See,
so it's
one hand washes the other.
Yes,
that's a great thing.
It's really about character and what kind of person you are, and that's everything. You got to stand on that because. With any business, that's all you really got, honestly.
Absolutely.
That's because once somebody get that bad vibe that one time, they done.
You ain't getting my money.
They done.
You ain't getting my money.
And then when they hear your name, oh, who them? Let me tell you what happened there.
Exactly.
Who them? Like,
and people have a right because you made me feel away.
Yes, that was such a such. Don't use them.
Be right. Yes, they do. And I like reviews. Good, bad, or indifferent, whatever the case may be. Just give a review. Say something. If you don't say nothing, and if you feel a type of way or something ain't right, say that. Say that. I had people from high school, and I've been getting so much advice on everything. People just give me advice on business, where to open a business account and how to do this and how to do that. And I had people even calling me for advice. And I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't get you. But what's up? Then people be like, so what made you do it? Because I want to start doing this, and how you go about the LLC, and how you do this, and because there's a lot of stuff that people don't know. People really don't know, and they be thinking about doing this stuff, but they be scared.
But they see you went out on a women did it, and they'll think that's possible.
Somebody that they probably never thought would do something like that, because I didn't ever think I was going to do nothing like this either. I never had a mind to want to start a business. That's just never been me. And there's nothing wrong with it. And we talk about that all the time too. Me and my friend is calling me right now. everybody is not going to be a business owner.
They can't. It ain't for everybody.
It's not for everybody. Some people don't want to be a business owner. Some people are shy. They like to play the background of things. There's nothing wrong with working your 9 to 5. If your 9 to 5 is going to benefit you and your kids in the future, there's nothing wrong with working your 9 to 5.
Yes, and also even if you do your 9 to 5, which all of us on the couch has a 9 to 5. Yeah. But if you want something bigger, you got to be able to, manifest it. Like, put the stuff in place. Because like Keisha said, their 9 to 5 is going to fund their dream at the end of the day. And the goal is to eventually leave the 9 to 5, right? If possible. Just say if your business start booming some crazy numbers, right? And you start putting other stuff in, then now I ain't got to really worry about the 9 to 5. I done put into my Social Security already. I'm really good to go. Because, they're saying you the statement saying, listen, you reach your credits. You can retire at this age and you're good to go. Now, even if you got to go up right now on disability. So, if you've been working, because I'm quite sure you've been working on a long time, 14. Yeah. So, we put our time in. We all, we damn near 40. I mean, it is what it is.
Just put me out there.
I'm just saying. So, it is what it is. So, we put our time in. Yeah. So yes, when you did that, you have the flexibility to live out your dreams and chase other stuff and do what you got to do. So
and change your mind if you want
all day long,
and take a break from it if you want
all day long,
and you can do what you want.
Yes,
like,
so
you are in control of your life and your future, and don't let nobody else tell you different. Because people will start a business and tell you, oh, you need to start a business.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't never have a business to start, and I ain't never want business to start. And I never thought about starting a business, honestly. And even with the small businesses that became larger, I'm sure they wanted to become larger, but they didn't see it was going to happen, when it happened, how it happened, or nothing. So if you have a dream and you want to live out your dream, you can take as long as you want. Look, take as long as you want, because like she said, we almost 40, but we do our thing. And, timing is everything. Because that don't mean just because you almost 30 or you almost 40, you should have been started the business. No, you might have had 2 kids, went back to school, left one job for another. So you just gotta get
life
around
in the
it.
way.
Yes, life do get in the way, and there's still always more stuff you be wanting to do.
And
nothing is never enough. There's always more stuff you want to do.
Ain't no balance. It ain't no cap on none of that stuff.
And if you have children, especially if you have children, you know your life do not circulate around nothing but them. So it's about balance. Sometimes you want to wait for your kids to get a certain age. It becomes easier when they get older. Yes, and that's the sacrifice. And it depends on your support system. Thank God for mine. But thank God for mine. It's small, but it's enough.
But it's
enough
solid.
for me.
That's important.
It's definitely solid. Yep, and it is.
And I love that for you because most people don't have it. And that's just real talk. Yeah. And that's sad to me though, because the people can support you, but they won't, right? They won't. And we're not even talking about on the money aspect. We're talking about just family members, friends, right? And it's like supporting me, if you could just do this one small thing, it can get me to the next step and what I'm trying to do. But because you might not have nothing going on, you're not going to support my ideas.
Or you may not see that it's going to flourish the way that it's going to flourish. So you
but
feel
you
like
don't have to believe in it. This is my stuff.
Exactly.
And I'm just calling it my support. That's it.
Yes, you have to know that. You have to know that when you start a business, it is solely on you. Because nobody, your dream is never going to be nobody else's dream.
Nope.
It's not. And I had this talk with some people too, because entitlement is like one of those words that I'm just so sick of. And just because your friend started a business and they didn't jump you in or put you on or let you know or whatever you want to call it, don't mean that that friend don't want to see you flourish or succeed.
But put in some work too. I mean, I could give you some pointers, but you got to do some footwork yourself.
Yes.
That's it. I mean,
my business is my dream, so I can't make it chores because I feel like I gotta drag people along.
And we don't have the same work ethics, so I'm not going to expect you to do what I do. I might be up 4 or 5. Oh my God, I'm gonna figure this piece out. I got one more step to fulfill this part, but I can't. You sleeping, scratching your ass, and you're gonna get up, and I'm over here stressed out.
Tell you what you can do, and they've never done it.
But the thing is,
They have
make up their own set of rules in their head, thinking that that you're supposed to do things a certain way when they haven't done it. Like just like when you're buying a house, they telling you all the things about buying a house, but they never owned the property. And then they like they telling you something.
Yeah.
What
do you know?
There's so many aspects and so many people you can learn from, and these could be total strangers because I watch people Instagram pages.
Yeah,
I go looking for stuff from people and all kinds of stuff. And you'll be surprised what you'll learn from a person you never met or you never knew.
And always remain teachable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most people think, oh, I know that. No, I'm always learning.
And trust me, I'm a person who knows a lot.
Being
I know a lot, but I don't think I know everything. And I know I don't know everything. And that's why I'm happy that I know so many people whose hands are in so much different stuff.
Absolutely.
You can always ask. You can always reach out. And yes, it is. It's definitely.
Just remain open-minded at the end of the day. Because when you're not open-minded, that's when you're not going to be. You stop being teachable at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because it might be something you've been doing for years, and somebody come in new and show you something the way you was doing it, and you're like, wait, I was doing it that way all that time. You know what? Thank you.
Yeah.
It's about making it easier though. Like after you already put in your footwork, you sacrifice whatever you do. If it's an easier way to do it and still get better results, I'm going that route.
Please teach
Exactly.
me.
How you did that? And run it back again?
Yes.
Oh, I like
Please
that.
teach me.
Yeah, I got my pen and my pad out now.
And everybody's not going where you're going.
No.
And they ain't coming.
They ain't coming.
Because you wasn't invited.
They is not coming.
Okay.
So stop looking back.
Yeah.
And just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Yes.
So grateful to know a lot of people. Definitely grateful for that. And I guess that's basically what my business is based off of that. Just knowing a lot of people. Knowing a lot of people always like, you know everybody. You always here. How you know them? Well, sometimes life just takes you through paths and you just meet people along the way. A lot of people I've met through other people. They ain't people that I just met. They just people that people I've met already knew. And that's how I know so many people in this party. This whole little party thing. I know a lot of people that do a lot of different stuff with this party stuff. And I built a lot of relationships with people just based off of it. Like one thing for certain, if you love something somebody do, you're never gonna not think of them when you need that.
Oh,
done.
absolutely.
When you need that one thing done,
Absolutely.
you're gonna go with the same cake lady, the same decorator, the same
Absolutely.
whoever. If you love what they do, if you love how they are, and you love dealing with them, because I know I'm one of them people. I like consistency. You know, my hair is different. I might be liable to be in anybody's chair depending on convenience. But if you're good at it, and if I know that you're a reliable stylist, I'm going to always keep you in mind.
Absolutely.
Regardless of how long I don't come or I come, I'm coming back. I'm coming back at some point.
I don't have a set date, but
Yes,
I'll
I'll be there. So it's consistency for me. When somebody is consistent and they do a good job, you don't want to stop dealing with them.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping for Royce Reynolds. So.
Well, it's coming. You're speaking into existence. At the end of the day, like I said, I love what you're doing.
I love what y'all doing.
Oh,
I don't know nobody else that's doing what they doing either.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
If you are, I'm open for an interview, maybe. But let me know if I'm not busy. If I'm not busy, because today I was not busy. When y'all asked me, I wasn't busy, and I made sure that I wasn't gonna be busy today. And it's funny because I had an event today too, but I took the stuff there yesterday.
Oh, good.
So now I'm here today, and I have nothing
we
going
appreciate
on.
you. Love that you even came.
And I'm thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we all from South Philly, right? We was raised in the same projects. I love to see people that I grew up with doing anything, right? I don't care how big, how small. If I can provide a platform to get your stuff out there to others, then that's what I'm going to do. At the end of the day,
and I think this is decent. I really think this is decent. If you're a small business, I think that if they don't invite you, just hit them up and try to invite you.
Oh yeah, you can do that as well, because we had that as well.
Get promotion. And a lot of people, believe it or not, didn't even know I did this. I had people that I follow on Instagram and people that I talk to on a regular, and they didn't know. Like one person that used me that I went to high school with was like, somebody just tagged them in my business page. Okay. They needed to take volunteers for an event that day, and they just hit me in the DM like, yo, can I get some tables and chairs tomorrow? I didn't even know you did this. Like, cause we don't all live on Instagram. Sometimes you miss stuff.
Yeah.
And my business, like I said, is more through word of mouth. I do have a business page. I put it in my stories sometimes, and since everything's been booming, I have not been really on that page as much as I used to be, because I'm always busy anyway. So it's just like, all right, it's, at this point, the business is doing its own thing. Like it's just going, and people like, I ain't know you did this, I ain't know you did that, and I'm like, yeah. And then I run into people and they be like, I just heard you, you know, and I'm like, yup, call me. If you need something, let me know. So
Absolutely.
the word of mouth is like the best promotion.
Yeah, that's how you get it from back in the day. That's how they got it from the muscle. There was no social
Hello.
media stuff. You know what I mean? The newspaper would tell you when businesses got stuff. Remember, but talking,
Yes.
Communication is
Communication is key, and
Oh,
I feel the same way with my business. I try to over communicate things just to have clarity. So after people ask me all the questions, I shoot back to them everything they just booked or said. So you can read it and know that this is this is the understanding I got from you, because I text a lot. It's mainly text. Nobody really calls. The 1 or 2 times somebody called me, it was definitely after business hours. That was when the business first was starting, and I had to make that clear. Like, I be up, yo. I do work 9 to 5. I be woke, but just certain hours are not business hours for anyone. It's definitely boundaries. I'm not just sitting around waiting for people to call me about tables and chairs on a Thursday night when I'm falling asleep, because that's what I was doing that day. So boundaries are important too with the business. They are very important, and I'm learning it. But I think I got a lot more patience because it's my business. It's like your baby. So I got a lot more patience with this business than I do in real life. Honestly.
Yeah, and that's self-awareness. I love it, because most people are not aware of that. It's like, in real life, you don't do it, but in business, you know, you're getting the softer side of it.
Yes, you have to understand. Be a little bit understanding.
But it comes with being passionate about what you do. At the end of the day, that's one of the things.
The passion.
That's why.
It's going to drive the patience and everything. And at work, I do talk to people a lot all day long. I do HR, so just imagine I'm dealing with people nonstop, basically. So I think that taught me a lot of stuff too. Doing that type of work and then dealing with this type of business. So communication is important and patience is too.
Yeah, well, I love it. Well, you know, this part, like, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I love what you're doing, and of course, it's going to just get bigger and bigger and bigger. I already knew this.
I'm going to come back when it get bigger and let y'all know how big it's gotten. I want to come back.
Absolutely. You got to tell the people where they can find you.
All right, so you can reach me on Instagram. I always say Instagram because on Instagram, you can reach me more than one way. So if you go on my page and you want to DM me, which is royaltyrentals_LLC, you can DM me directly and the message is going to come right to my phone, or you could push the contact button, which is my email address, and it says you can text me. That is my number that goes directly to me if you hit text. So I do respond to texts pretty quickly. Yes, I be at work responding to my texts. So multitasking. Yes, I do. You can text me. If you need my number and you just know someone personally, just hit my personal page if you follow that. But either way, Royalty Rentals, Keisha, my personal page, to those of you who know me. Y'all can hit the DM or y'all can text me. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. If you want to call because you're ready to talk, that's cool. But whatever transpires during the conversation, I usually put it in the text, just so that way we know and understand dates, times, location, and stuff like that.
Do you have any, because we have Facebookers, do you have anything for Facebook that they can reach you on?
No, I told my Facebookers they can message me. I do have the messaging thing on there. My business card is posted on my page. I never made a Facebook business page, probably because those pages, to me, I don't know, they don't never seem to. I follow a lot of business pages on Facebook, but I don't think I've ever directly contacted anyone through those. So I don't know how they actually work.
Yeah, because you got some older people that don't do Instagram.
Yes, the older people don't do Instagram, but I always, whatever I post on the Instagram page, I post on the Facebook page. And most people on Facebook that's older know me personally. because I don't think I had no followers on there who don't really know me personally.
Yeah.
But y'all can message me if y'all familiar with that. My mom loves to just call through there, even though she has my number. I don't know why. You can call me through there if you want to too. But yeah, I gotta create something for the Facebook business.
Yeah, because you know in the marketplace they could type in like chair rentals and stuff.
Yes,
and
then
stuff
it
like
come
that.
up.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that too. And I use the marketplace a lot.
See?
I do.
Yeah.
But yes, I will. This week I will commit to making something for the Facebookers because most of the Facebookers, they usually message me, the ones who do want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really post my phone number a lot, but I post my business cards. I post pictures of my work, and I just write captions.
Yeah.
See, you can message me. But I need something for y'all too.
So there you have it. You know where to find her, you know where to follow her, and she's creating a Facebook page for you guys. So, you know,
It's
with
not
that
going to be a
being
fan
said-
page because you don't have to be a fan. I don't
No,
like
this
those
is
pages.
business. This
Yeah,
is business.
business.
Absolutely. So yes, go get with Keisha for your table rentals and your chairs and your tent. Well, the tents
People are
is kind
still
of out,
renting
but-
tents.
I can
still
believe it
rent
because some
tents.
people like to be outdoors.
They
though.
like
Yeah,
to
they
be
do.
outside
So,
with their
yeah.
little heater things and
But
Oh.
that's a dope scenery.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can see it. I can see
Fire
it.
pit,
Why not?
fire pit.
put lights around the
Absolutely.
tents and all that fun
Yes,
stuff. So,
yes. A little
Mhm.
date night under the tent. I love
yeah.
to see it.
So yeah,
Yeah.
if you're interested in the tent right now, is the best time. This is probably the end of it. It's still gonna be in the 70s,
Yeah.
I think. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
hit me up, tables and chairs for now, and I'll keep y'all posted on everything else.
Yes.
Mhm.
So this is Nash signing off.
Ed signing off.
And Keisha signing off.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.